lot of you are probably familiar with my IBM IntelliStation E Pro. You might have known that I'd mentioned that I was actually after an M Pro. But what I was after was the Pentium 3 version, and not this, which is a much newer Pentium 4 system. You can see IntelliStation M Pro, type number 6230-20U. And then, of course, the serial number. This one's not in the best of condition, of course, being as though it came from a educational environment. And it's a pretty bare bones system. If I can actually talk, which is, as you might have guessed, fairly hard. Now, there's absolutely nothing special about this. It's just another Pentium 4 piece of crap. Let's see, here's the power supply, which I think is another one of those non-standard size power supplies. So, I wonder if it would actually fit in that HP workstation. It might. But of course, you know, I'll probably find that the connections are different or something weird, because back in the Pentium 4 days, it seems like everybody had their special proprietary power supply connections. You can see this one's also got a lovely little booby trap device on it. One nice thing IBM did was they mounted the fans in grommets. I know Dell did that in some of their systems as well, but it's certainly a nice touch. There's no onboard video on this system. 2 serial ports, parallel, Ethernet, 2 USB, and audio. So you had to use an outboard video card, and it looks like this is one of those dumb ones that's got... Is that even a DMS59 connection? I don't know, but... Either way, it's coming out of there because those are stupid, so... You get a fair number of slots, though. Looks like 7, so... Pretty typical for these. Now I gotta get the side panel off, which is locked. And fortunately, I do have the keys, although one of them got a little bit bent in transit. So that's unfortunate. One thing Dell certainly always did with these was overbuild them to the max, although... That doesn't fill one with confidence when you can do that with the side panel connection, but, well, whatever. Anyway, there is the side panel. You can see part of the booby trap device there. There's the rest of it. But you can see as well the system service information. It does have some diagnostic LEDs, which are somewhere. I don't actually know where they are. I'm trying to see here. Unless it's that system error LED that it mentioned somewhere. I'm trying to see if I can find it. There's the BIOS. Should be right by this mini PCI right here. But I don't see it. So are they lying about the system's capabilities? Huh. Now, there might be a couple of little LEDs down there, but I don't know. I do see some bloated capacitors. Nothing in the voltage regulator, but I think I saw one up there in the corner. Yep, there it is, right there, by the RAM. And there's another bunch down here by the PCI slots. So, again, typical Pentium 4 syndrome. I'm not sure if this is a 775 or a 478. Pretty sure it's probably a 478. Can't imagine it's new enough to be 775. 340 watt power supply. Interestingly enough, it looks like this system would have actually used an IDE hard drive, because I have 2 IDE cables. So that's intriguing. I'll have to see how I can get those drives out. Well, it looks like it gives you some pretty good instructions on how to do so. And I'm going to have to remove that video card before I try and power this up. So, replace it with something that actually isn't stupid. Let me see. That is Huh, it looks like an AGP Pro slot, actually. So, you know, that's awfully tempting to install an AGP Pro card. Now, it would depend what kind of AGP Pro slot it actually is. So, but I think I'm going to try and replace that card first. Okay, here we go. Everything should be hooked up. Got a hard drive installed, serial ATA. Which again, like I said, I was pleasantly surprised to actually see on the system. What chipset is that? 82801. Now, it's probably like an 810, which would make this a 478. Let's see if the system actually works. Well, I guess it certainly does. And then it turned off. And now it's back on again. "223" is the beep code. Probably video. Or maybe it's just gonna work. That's weird. Huh. Invalid configuration information, real-time clock battery failure, and bad power on password. AC power has been restored. Press F1 to enter setup. Ah, this is the old style IBM setup. Alright. Pentium 4, 2.8, 2 gigs of RAM. Some of the usual set of things. System information. There's some stuff. So we'll set this to where we need to set it, and then I'll come back. Okay. Save and exit, yes. All right. VPD serial number not set. I don't really care about that. Don't think there's anything on that hard drive. I think that's probably an empty drive. Oh, maybe not. Hasn't locked up yet. I don't think it's going to do anything else, though. I heard a tick. I don't see any drive activity, though. Now it's locked up. So, oh, that's pretty much it for that. So, there's your IBM IntelliStation M Pro Pentium 4 thing. Not all that interesting, really. Not sure what I'll do with it. I'll find something to do with it, but who knows? It might just be another Windows XP box if I decide I'm not going to keep it.